right? That's a question that's both simple and deeply complex. I mean, McCarthy realizes that he has friends, but they've faded into the background of his life. He goes on this epic 10,000-mile journey to reconnect with them.
And what's fascinating is how he interviews different men along the way, cowboys, musicians, even preachers, about their friendships. He learns that guys often struggle to form deep bonds.
Exactly. Like when he meets a cowboy in the Chihuahuan Desert who talks about how friendship is often masked by competition. It's like they're all in this unspoken contest for masculinity.
That's true, but don't you think we all deal with competition in some form? I mean, women have their own struggles too, right?
Totally. But McCarthy really highlights how societal expectations around masculinity can create barriers. He quotes one man saying, "It's hard to tell someone you love them without feeling awkward." Like, why is that?
Maybe because they're afraid it'll turn into a rom-com, but really it's interesting how vulnerability becomes this huge hurdle.
Yeah. And speaking of vulnerability, he also shares a heartbreaking moment about losing a friend to cancer. It's such a wake-up call. He reflects on how their friendship was built on shared experiences, but once they drifted apart, life just happened.
That's where it gets even deeper. McCarthy finds that many men avoid emotional conversations because they fear it'll ruin the friendship. I mean, that's a real thing.
For sure. He mentions a statistic that 60% of men feel lonely, which is wild considering how connected we are. It's like we have thousands of followers, yet no one to call when life gets tough.
And it raises a good point. Are we more comfortable in superficial relationships? Like McCarthy points out that modern life often prioritizes work and family over friendships.
Exactly. But here's where I think McCarthy misses the mark a bit. He suggests that friendship is something to be actively pursued. But what if some relationships are just meant to be seasonal?
Interesting point. But I think he'd argue that even seasonal friendships can be meaningful and transformative. It's like the characters in Friends. They weren't always perfect, but their bond was real.
Right? Who doesn't want a "we were on a break" kind of friendship?
And by the end of his journey, McCarthy realizes that it's not just about the quantity of friends, but the quality of the friendships we nurture.